Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Malolo landowners speak their mind. FRA to solve pothole concerns. And government vows to continue supporting faith-based schools.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Akosita Pale.
The landowners of Wadi on Malolo Island in the Mamanutha group where a new resort is to be constructed are ensuring that all proper procedures are adhered to before the development continues. The Freestyle Real Estate Development has begun constructing a resort with plans for around 370 mbures on Malolo and some bungalows to be built over the water amid protected mangroves. Speaking exclusively to FBC News, landowner representatives say they've been working closely with the government to ensure that breaches by the developer is remedied. Philip Nekaso was on the island with this report.
According to landowners, the current breach by Freestyle Real Estate is confined to the traditional fishing grounds belonging to the Solevu landowners. This is where the developer plans to construct more than 100 villas over the water. A stop notice has been issued for this part of the development. However, construction on land will still go ahead as it has been approved by the relevant ministries.
As the rep for the landowners, that's my job, to see that all works are carried out properly. All these issues, we had raised it with government, and I've been in contact with different ministries ever since the first stop notice was issued to the company.
The Director of Public Prosecutions on Friday sanctioned charges against the developer under the Environment Management Act for failing to comply with the prohibition notice issued by the Waterways and Environment Ministry last year. Lands Minister Ashnil Sudhakar also sent a team to the site to investigate the development as the records show no license or lease issued to the developer for construction work, while the Environment Ministry has sought legal action. FBC News was at the development site yesterday and our drone pictures indicate that works around the foreshore has ceased. Various government ministries have visited Wadia, with the Lands Department being the latest to visit the site. They've also spoken to the landowners and workers who are currently here at the development site. Some villagers in Solevu are not happy with how things have been handled by the developers over the past few years.
If they destroy the mangroves along that foreshore, we will suffer and the future generation will also be affected. They have polluted that area so badly that villagers do not want to fish around the site. Solevu village has 8 Matangali. Out of that 8, 3 of the Matangali are landowners at Waidia, the site where the resort is to be built. So it's a bit of a mixed emotion for the villagers here.
FBC News has made several attempts to get a response from the developer Dixon Pang over the last week. Attempts were made again at his home in Suva today to get a response, but to no avail. Pang is the owner of an international trading and electronics company. He is also the owner of a play center in Suva. Meanwhile, there were also claims that the landowners are being represented by Dr. Kenneth Chambers as their lawyer. However, this has been refuted. Initially, the proposed report was to include overwater villas, restaurants, a club, a casino, as well as beachfront units, ridge units, a kindergarten, a spa, and back-of-house facilities. However, after conducting the environment impact assessment, the number of accommodation units was reduced from 351 to 102, and the decision was made not to permit a casino. Philip Naikaso, FBC News.
Potholes have become an issue not only for the public but for the Fiji Roads Authority as well. The authority says there are many potholes on our roads because of the rainy weather that we've been experiencing over the past weeks and months. And to address this, the authority has already started replacing entire sections of roads along our highways. Catherine Krishna has more.
Fiji Roads Authority Chief Executive Jonathan Moore says replacing the entire roads, which has potholes, will go a long way.
In Nabawa and in Reki and in Nambawalu Road, where long sections of the highways have been changed. They've not just been resurfaced with a simple layer. They've actually been dug down and reconstructed, and they'll last for a lot longer. And apart from the anomalous areas where you can get potholes in new roads, they should be pothole free for quite a long time.
Moore says apart from the rain, heavy vehicles have also been blamed for damaging our roads.
Where diesel's leaked onto the road because that destroys the road surface, or where there's been excessive wear from heavy vehicles, that will cause a failure in the structure. We notice where some vehicles, where some developments have got heavy vehicles delivering over a period of time, the road gets worn down.
The chief executive says potholes are also affecting traffic flow.
When you come to a pothole, you slow down. When you slow down, the car behind you slows down. There's a knock-on effect, and everyone slows down. It's obvious, and you can see it. When there are potholes in the road, the traffic travels much slower. When there are no potholes on the same road, the traffic flies through.
The FRA has highlighted that replacing entire road sections is expensive, but will be beneficial in the long run. Moore says they will work progressively over the next few years to replace majority sections of our roads and provide better road services for the public. Catherine Krishnaiv, BC News.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says the government will continue to assist all faith-based schools in the country. Despite the ongoing negotiation between the Education Ministry and the Catholic Church for the appointment of head teachers and principals, Bainimarama says this will not stop them from assisting all Catholic schools. Ali Kimbia with the details.
Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says they will do whatever it takes to assist all faith-based schools and at the same time ensure quality education is delivered to students.
We've assisted Catholic schools and all religious schools in the past, and that will continue. We build schools, we build colleges that belong to the religious organization. We never complain.
With a lot being said about the reforms in the education sector, Bainimarama says such changes have been made to benefit our students.
What we're doing, the reforms we're doing with regards to principals and head teachers, which they are against, is to do with our students. They should get the best of teachers.
Meanwhile, the Education Ministry and the Catholic Church have agreed on some common grounds which could possibly solve the ongoing dispute on the appointment of head teachers and principals. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
A new speaker is expected to be elected in Parliament tomorrow. The opposition members have confirmed they will again nominate Tanya Wanganika, while the nominee from the government is yet to be confirmed. It has been confirmed that the Parliament will have to follow the secret ballot process to elect a new Speaker of Parliament. Parliament Secretary General Vinyana Namosi-Malua says the process will allow both the opposition and the government to nominate names and vote for who they think can become the next Speaker. Namosi-Malua has also clarified that one of the subsections of the Constitution states that whenever there is a requirement to fill a vacancy, the Parliament elects by simple majority vote. This is the same process that was carried out when the late Speaker Dr. Chico Luveni was appointed. Meanwhile, Vina Bhatnagar is currently the Deputy Speaker of the House. Still to come, Fijian households to define poverty, and teamwork makes the dream work. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngomal kay leloma, ngongay nakas ondo makarong ng Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa, ya ondo talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere.
Wana tuma ng Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere nawaluan.
Na vengo fane na tao ngo singa toka, kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere.
Bula FM, nambang dua yan na sere.
Repair work to the major water leakage along the Vaturu-Nangando high-pressure pipeline has been completed. The Water Authority says a crew started work along Vaturu by dewatering the high-pressure pipeline from the Vaturu Dam to the Nangando water treatment plant. WAF Board Director Kamal Gandar says they were able to isolate the leakage point to conduct the repairs without causing any major disruption to Nandi and Lautoka customers. WAF continues to cut water to customers in the affected areas as well as to community tanks that have been placed in strategic locations. Water supply is expected to normalize by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. The 2019-2020 Household Income and Expenditure Survey will allow participating households to define poverty in their own terms and what they find as an acceptable standard of living. The Fiji Bureau of Statistics say this information will assist them identify people's actual living conditions and income patterns. Kelly Vadala reports.
The 2019 and 2020 Household Income and Expenditure Survey gets underway tomorrow, but this time will include a multidimensional poverty schedule.
It's not about economists or politicians to tell everyone how they define poverty. We are going right there to the public for them to tell us this is how they think from their own perspective.
Household Survey Unit Assistant Statistician Simelindron Rovevali says the survey has some democratic element to the process.
We'll ask them for people who are working, people who are doing casual jobs, people are doing small businesses. Remember, this is household. We are not covering the big businesses. It's the small one that is there in the household. Canteens, people are selling whatever, grog or whatever in the household. We capture all these things.
Chief Statistician Miteli Dhama says enumerators will visit 6,000 households and is urging Fijians to show their support throughout the one-year study.
Request the public support, especially those household members that we will randomly choose to be part of this survey, and we are looking forward to their participation.
In the 2013 and 2014 survey, incidence of poverty declined from 31% to 28%. Urban poverty increased by 2% to 20%, and rural poverty declined by 6% to 37%. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The Health Minister has stressed out on the importance of becoming a fit-loving nation. Speaking at the Courts Fun Run at Maisuva Park, Minister Dr. Iferemi Wangenambete says he's very keen on the health of Fijians. Dr. Wangenambete says Fiji is a sports-loving nation, but it's also important to focus on the health aspects of things.
It's important for us to live longer and live healthy and have a better and also an improved quality of life for the benefit of our children, benefit of our grandchildren, and benefit of the nation. We have so much to give back to this nation. The only way we can give back is to live long and use that expertise to give back to this nation.
Coming together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, but working together is a success. This best describes three best friends who started their software business over a casual get-together in their home in Nandi 2 years ago to running a successful 800K revenue run rate software company today. Our successful Fijian segment tonight features On Fiji Limited, a fully owned Fijian company which is 100% employee-owned and operated.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
On Fiji started from the balcony of a home these best friends used to rent in 2017. Today, the new Information and Communication Technology Business Solution Hub employs 22 computer intellectuals from the initial two.
So basically, what was happening in the country is most of the people were saying that I want to migrate from here after a certain number of years. But we sort of thought otherwise to that and said that maybe what we can do is we can promote some sense of ownership to them, and if they can own a little piece of company, then maybe perhaps they would stay up.
On Fiji wouldn't have been successful if it wasn't for the assistance and support of the Friends mentor Bradley Stroop, who invested into the Friends business to become the first privately held startup in Fiji to have secured an outside entity funding.
He financed us with a forgivable loan, which was a substantial amount, which brought us the capital to kickstart the company. And obviously, he wouldn't be financing us, and we wouldn't have had him, behind us if our goal was not to promote Fiji.
But what is it like to work in a completely employee-owned and operated software business?
Everyone in the company is an owner of the company. Everyone benefits from the profits of the company. We have a profit-sharing scheme, and everyone gets to partake in the decisions that the company makes, the running of the company, and obviously that is a big motivating factor in sort of our outstanding growth. in the past 18 months.
If anything this business has done, it has made their bond stronger to steer their company forward.
We now get to share and see each other's face almost every day, and and we share a very, very professional relationship as well, which obviously is the backbone of the company.
Their advice to friends thinking of doing the same is to take risks, because challenges can always be overcome through teamwork. Plans are now in place to expand the business even further.
The main idea of forming Ecton was to build the ICT industry in Fiji and support the government in promoting ICT in Fiji. And our aim is to make Fiji the ICT hub of the South Pacific.
Within 18 months, On Fiji has been able to generate a revenue run rate of around $1.1 million. This clearly goes to show that some people will dream of success while others will get up every morning and make it happen.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
2 minor sports under investigation. Major upsets in VPL matches. Details after the break.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Koroko, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
It's believed that 2 minor sports are under the spotlight for lacking accountability, good governance and failing to file acquittals for allocated funds. The Fiji National Sports Commission and FASANOC are looking into this issue, where the 2 sports have not submitted any proper paperwork on their progress. Koroi Tandolala has more.
2 of the minor sports in Fiji is in the Fiji Sports Commission's Black Book, while Commission Chairperson Peter Maisie remained tight-lipped on the names of the federations. He gave the reasons of the investigation.
Not looking after the athletes. They are not showing good governance and accountability. They're not acquitting funds that are given to them, and they're not holding AGMs, and they're not holding selection trials for the athletes.
Maisie says the Sports Commission and FASANOC are looking into the matter to address the issue.
So a lot of them are things that FASANOC and us have been keeping a close watch on, and the sad part, as I said, it is only the athletes that are suffering.
Maisie is expected to reveal more details on the issue later this week. Koroi Tandolala, FBC Sports.
The Nesino football side created an upset today, beating Lambasa 2-0 in its Vodafone Premier League match. Manasa Levade scored the first goal for Nesino, and Johnny Naramba later extended their lead, scoring a goal in the last 10 minutes of the game. In other VPL matches, Bad defeated Suva 1-0 in a tight game at the ANZ Stadium. Both sides were struggling to score a goal during the first half of the game, but drew 0-0 at the breather. Bar forward Saulawanga then scored the lone goal for the men in black. Meanwhile, a strong Tavua outfit outclassed Rewa 2-0 in its match at Garvey Park this afternoon. Sumit Gander scored the first try for Tavua, and Hussein Khan later extended their lead to beat Rewa. The Lautoka football side has made a blistering start to the OFC campaign after walloping Marobi Wawans 5-0 at Churchill Park this afternoon. It was a dominant performance from the home side as they dominated every aspect of the game. Koroi Tandolala with the details.
Coming into the match with a will to win to bolster their OFC campaign, the Sugar City boys delivered a masterclass performance as they scored 2 of their 5 goals in the first half. In the second half, Lautoka continued their momentum and scored 3 more goals to stamp their mark early in the competition. With a win in the bag, the only concern for Lautoka is how they can be consistent as they come up against Central Sport of Tahiti and Henderson Eels of Solomon Islands in their next pool match. Koroi Tandulala, FBC Sports.
Now turning to overseas sports, Ireland kept alive its Six Nations title defense by beating Scotland 22-13 this morning. After their loss to England in the opening weekend of the Six Nations, Ireland needed a win against Scotland to bounce back to defend its title. And in other matches, Wales defeated Italy 26-15 to take the lead in the table point standings. Wales is currently leading with 8 points, having played 2 matches. England and Scotland follows behind with 5 points, while Ireland is in 3rd place, sitting on 4 points. Liverpool reclaimed the Premier League lead with a 3-0 win over Bournemouth this morning. Goals from Sadio Mane and Georgiano Wijnaldum ensured Liverpool take the lead 2-0 at the breather, while the final goal was booted in by Mohamed Salah. A heavy rain alert still remains in force for the Lau and the Lomaviti group, Vanuatu, Tavioni and its nearby smaller islands, the eastern parts and the interior of Viti Levu. A southeast wind flow prevails over the group. Meanwhile, a low pressure system is anticipated to pass just east of Fiji early next week. Now checking the west, it was a sunny day throughout the division with hot and humid conditions. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, much clearer and brighter weather today with sunny conditions in majority of the areas. And up in the northern division, still an unfavorable weather conditions through the day. At sea, southeast 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas, moderate southeast swells, poor visibility in areas of heavy showers and thunderstorms. And for the tides, high tide at 10:08 p.m., low tide at 4:52 p.m. Sunrise at 6:02. For tomorrow, it looks semi-good, probably a mixed weather situation, but good news for northerners, wet and rainy condition will clear up. And looking further on to Tuesday, cloudy conditions coupled with rain is expected to affect the country. And recapping our main stories tonight, Malolo landowners speak their mind. FRA to solve pothole concerns, and government has vowed to continue supporting faith-based schools. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Now to our poll question segment. This week we are asking, should players found positive for drug intake be banned for life? Visit our FBC website to answer. And you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share with us via our Facebook page FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was FBC News for tonight. Keep safe and good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.